Back for the final and much anticipated last game of the 2023 Red River Hoopfest, and it's the heavyweights now. It's like when you go to the rodeo, you see the riders, the bull riders. They start with not necessarily the best guys. They save the best ones for the best bulls. That's what we got now.
Absolutely. I mean, this has been the most anticipated matchup. As soon as the schedules were announced for Red River Hoopfest, this is the game that people had circled on their schedules, and something fun. And Duncanville, always a perennial powerhouse in Texas. Little Rock Christian as well in the state of Arkansas, and two possible state champions going head-to-head here tonight.
Duncanville was 29-1 a year ago. They are currently ranked 9th in Texas in 6A. They are coached by David Peavy, 5-time state champion, back-to-back national champion. They're not terribly huge, but they got a couple of guys who certainly can get up around the rim. Same kind of thing for Little Rock Christian, who is the defending state champion in 5A. As they ended up last year eliminating, I think it was Blytheville, to win the championship. We're getting the introduction of the starters. First of all is Beckham Black. That's number 0. He's a 6-foot freshman. Second starter is number 3, B.J. Davis Ray. Number 5 is Caden Edwards. You'll hear him being referred to as Bug an awful lot. Number 12 is Jaron Mitchell. And the fifth starter, number 24, Anthony Cooks. Let's give you the rundown. Beckham, 6-foot freshman. B.J. Davis Ray is a 6'7 senior. Caden Bug Edwards, 6'3 junior. Jaron Mitchell, 6'3 sophomore. And Anthony Cook, a 6'7 sophomore. So they're young, they're athletic. They're not necessarily dominating as in the past. They're probably a better three-point shooting team than a high-flying team, but that doesn't mean they won't get up there. For Little Rock Christian, number 1 is J.J. Andrews. He's a 6'6" sophomore. Number 2 is Jamil Wesley. Wesley's a 6-foot junior. Number 3 is Landron Blocker. Blocker's got to keep an eye on 6'5 senior, who's the real deal. Number 4, Corliss Williamson Jr., senior, who was a huge part of the national championship Arkansas Razorbacks back in the day. Number 5 is Trey Howard. He's a 5'9 senior. Corliss Williamson Jr. is a 6'3 senior. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the starters for Little Rock Christian. Kyle Pennington is their head coach. His second year as head coach of the Warriors. So we've got the Panthers, we've got the Warriors. And buckle in, because this should be a heck of a lot of fun. All right, we're all checking the basketball, make sure it's good. Yeah, does it work? That's a good ball. All right. Excuse me, they got a different, they put 15 as their starter, Caden Nelson instead of 5. So not number 5 Trey Howard, but 15 Caden Nelson, the 6'2 sophomore, starting for Little Rock Christian's Warriors. They're in the white and navy, Duncanville in the blue and red, and it will be the Warriors with the ball to start things on offense. To Jamil Wesley, to J.J. Andrews. That's Blocker. Landron Blocker. Blocker guarded by B.J. Davis Ray. Kick out to Williamson. And he'll throw it away. First turnover of the game. And you can see already David Peavy and his staff working it hard, coaching on that Duncanville side. And they steal the ball. Wesley with the steal. Little Euro layup up and good. And Jamil Wesley's got the first points of the game. Warriors do a little trapping, full court pressure. And they Panthers break that pretty easily. 0 is Beckham Black. His brother Anthony Black plays for the Orlando Magic. Layup up, no good. Rebound by the Warriors. Andrews dishes it off. Shot no good by Wesley. Rebound underneath, no good. Missed by Caden Nelson. And then a follow by Andrews, who splashes that in to make it a 4-0 lead.
Oh.
Steal coming the other way. 4-0 lead. Three-pointer. That one no good. Missed by Blocker. And it's B.J. Davis-Ray comes out of there with it. Out ahead to Beckham Black. Black to Davis-Ray. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Cook. Kick back out deep, three, no good. Rebound by Blocker as he goes over the top of two Panthers. Into the front court. Oh, a lot of time. Lefty three, way off the mark that time by Andrews. He had all kinds of time to think about it, and that may have been the problem. And it looks like we're going to get a foul, and it's going to be called on Caden Nelson of Little Rock Christian. That's his first foul. It's our first break in the action.
A really good start there from Little Rock Christian. You know, getting that energy started for them with the dunk and then the block on the other end. Kind of an electric start is what you kind of need against this Duncanville team who can be explosive at any second.
Apparently we had a technical foul call. That's what was going on. So the two free throws up and good by B.J. Davis-Ray are good to make it a 4-2 ball game. All right, so 4-2. Warriors on top. Panthers with the ball from Duncanville High School. That is Beckham Black with it. And Black's going to get called. We got a whistle, and there's a travel. A little too fast, drug the feet, and Duncanville turned it over with 6:02 to play here in the first quarter. 4-2 lead for Little Rock Christian. Little Rock Christian had themselves an outstanding season last year, finishing off with a state championship. All right, down the court comes Jameel Wesley. Wesley with a couple of picks. Into the game, Josh Holloway, he's 22 for Little Rock Christian. He's got the ball. Into the hands of Corliss Williamson Jr. It's Blocker. Blocker driving, puts up the shot, no good, a little wild on the release. Man advantage for the Panthers. Duncanville into the front court. They'll leave it, three-point for the lefty, no good. That's Caden Edwards, and we're gonna have an over-the-back foul on Cameron Smith. Smith just checked in last dead ball. Smith goes 6'6". You see Little Rock Christian content to walk the ball down. They're not facing full court pressure, at least not early from Duncanville. So they'll milk some of the clock coming off the every time they get a possession. They'll weave right now. Holloway into the hands of Williamson. Up top, that's Wesley. Spins, kick out. Holloway for three, got it. First basket for Josh Holloway. 7-2 lead now. 2-point shot up and good. That's Caden Edwards. Bug hits one. 7-4, 4:50 left to play in the quarter. Wesley picks up his dribble. Up top to Williamson. That's Andrews. Andrews, boy, a lot of contact, a lot of dramatic action from Edwards, who just got the foul on Andrews. That's his first. It was lucky that wall was back there. He may have gotten pushed all the way back to Ashdown the way he flopped that thing.
Yeah, Jackson Holton there to catch him.
Yeah. 7-4 lead for the Warriors, who again are showing a little token trapping. Ball up top, that is Edwards. Edwards to Black. And another turnover. That's three of them now early for Beckham Black. As he throws that one into the Warriors bench, and Little Rock Christian will inbound at 4:23. These two teams feeling each other out a little bit early. Trying to get comfortable here in the gym and with your opponent. Jameel Wesley with the ball. Wesley to Blocker. Blocker's been quiet so far. Wesley, close out. He'll shoot a three anyway. Oh, boy. Even with B.J. Davis-Ray right in his face, Jamil Wesley hits the three. 10-4 lead now for the Warriors. Oh, great steal that time. And Blocker will throw it down with impunity to make it a 12-4 game. 3:50 left to play in the quarter. He came flying in for the steal and was just looking for that aha moment. Edwards answers with a three himself. He's got 5. 12-7. Wesley driving, foul called before he got the shot up, and it may be on Caden Edwards.
Great back and forth. Duncanville felt that intensity off of that dunk and then tried to match it right away. That's going to be key, is not letting the other team have too much momentum and trying to even it out all the way.
Yeah, they actually called the foul on Beckham Black, and Black's going to sit down for a minute. Coming into the game. And we got number 11 just checked in for Duncanville, who is not on the roster that I have. So we'll see if we can't figure that one out. Lob inside. Blocker in some trouble. Gets rid of it. Up top, that's Andrews. Andrews, shot, bank, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it right back up and in. Boy, he's so long, and he's got such good hands. He's going to be a trouble for the Panthers. Shot on the way, three-pointer, no good. Missed that time by Chris Hunt, who's come in. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Little Rock Christian ball. Hunt, who's also goes by Deuce, wears the number 2. 5'11" freshman. He's got family from here in Texarkana. His father went to Texas High, I believe. 14-7 lead. Warriors of Little Rock Christian with the lead. They beat Lufkin yesterday. Drive, shot, no good. Foul called. That may be on number 3, B.J. Davis-Ray. That'll be his first. 3 fouls on the Panthers, 2 on the Warriors. And J.J. Andrews is going to go to the free throw line. He also a lefty, and he buries the first one. Free throw number 2. That one no good. Rebound pulled down by B.J. Davis-Ray. So 1 of 2 for Andrews. He's got 5 points. Lead is 8 now for Little Rock Christian. Another 3, Edwards. That one no good. Holloway with the rebound. 2:41 left to play in the first quarter. 14-7. Drive by Wesley. Tried to go underhand. Missed it and got knocked to the ground. They're going to say ball off of him. And it will go over to Duncanville with 2:34 left to play in the first quarter. Duncanville to inbound, and here comes that full court pressure again. Taken away, but unable to do anything with it is Landon Blocker. The ball comes back into the hands of Duncanville with 2:30 left. Quarter number 1, 15-7 lead. B.J. Davis-Ray, kick back out. That's Edwards, thought about a 3. Drive, stops, goes back out again. 2 quick moves by Hunt. Yeah, asking for a travel, got the call. A little bit too fast that time and trying to back up, kind of pulled the chair out from under Davis-Ray, who then got called for the travel. And with 2 minutes left to play, 2:08 left. Got a couple of substitutions. As checking out of the game is Caden Nelson for Little Rock Christian. Coming in, Cameron Hicks. He's number 11. And again, Warriors just walk the ball up to court. Williamson with it. Holloway came through the lane, nothing there. There's Blocker. Around to Wesley. Up top to Hicks. 1:50 left in the quarter. 2-point shot on the way. That one rolls around, no good. Missed by Blocker. Here come the Panthers. Edwards on the run, had it knocked away, and we're going to get a foul called on Little Rock Christian. And that'll be Blocker picking up his first. It's a great name for a basketball guy. Three-pointer right in his face, no good. Rebound Hunt, 15-footer straight on, got it. Chris Hunt, Deuce hits the two to make it a 15-9 game, 1:30 left. Quarter number one. Tell you what, Little Rock Christian didn't take long. He got to play right back up again as Hunt. Jamal Wesley hits the three. He's got 8. Trying to answer, coming back down. No good on the miss by B.J. Davis-Ray. Warriors with the rebound. Blocker with the ball up top. They're wanting the defender, Anthony Cook, right up on him, and Blocker lost the ball. They're going to say he lost the dribble out of bounds, and it'll go Duncanville ball with 1 minute to play in the quarter. Little Rock Christian up 18-9. And other than a little spurt here by Caden Edwards, haven't really seen much from Duncanville yet. Edwards posting up on the right side for the first time. He throws up a three, no good. Rebound by Blocker. Cook right with him. Blocker out to Williamson. He's yet to take a shot. Back to Blocker. And there's Andrews driving. Stops. Wesley for three. No good off the mark. Rebound. Williamson had it. Lost it to Cook. Edwards into the corner. Shot on the way. Bank up and good. It's open. B.J. Davis-Ray. His first bucket to make it 18-11. 10 seconds left. 7. Blocker with 3 seconds. 2. He'll launch a deep three. That one air ball short, and it'll end the quarter. Little Rock Christian with an 18-11 lead. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back for the second here on Game Day.
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
All righty, we got 1 quarter in the books. Duncanville trailing Little Rock Christian 18-11. Leading scores in the first quarter. Caden Edwards had 5 for the Panthers. Jamil Wesley, who had 8 for the Warriors. Drive and a foul, and that's going to be number 2 on J.J. Andrews. We can give you number 11 now. It's Joseph Brooks, who's number 11 for Duncanville. Apologize for not having that up front. Got it now. Back into the game, number 0, Beckham Black. He's got the ball now. Freshman hands it off. Edwards deep 3, way off the mark. Rebound Blocker again. Into the corner. Nothing doing. They'll get it into Wesley's hands. Williamson. Edwards on him. That's Andrews round the defender. Too easy. Up and good. 7 for Andrews. 20-11. 9 points. Matches the biggest lead of the game. Inside pass. Great dish. Miss at the rim that time by Jaron Mitchell. Little Rock Christian trying to extend the lead. Drive. Dish. Inside. Shot up and good by Cameron Hicks. His first points. 22-11 now. Little Rock Christian feels a little bit more composed than Duncanville. A little bit better offensively. Drive, Edwards gets the basket and a chance for the 3-point play. Down on the ground and committing a foul is Hicks. That's his first. Edwards is the one difference maker. He's got 7, chance to make it 8. Edwards already this season, 26 and 23-point games. He and B.J. Davis-Ray, the only ones with 20-point plus games. That one off back of the rim, gets all kinds of height and drops in. 8 points now for Caden Edwards. 22-14 game. And now here's first pressure we've seen from Duncanville. Warriors break that pretty easily. Blocker tries to go inside. Kick back out, 3 on the way. That's short, no good. Tipped by Williamson off the rim, no good. Warriors down on the ground. They come out of it, does Beckham Black. Black launches one up there. Almost looked like he was lobbing it to the rim. Instead, B.J. Davis-Ray gets the follow and the putback to make it a 22-16 game. Now up way high. Blocker can't bring it down and control it, but they were trying their own alley-oop the other way. Duncanville throws it away, pass intended on that far side for Durin Mitchell, but Cameron Smith threw it away. And with 6:08 to play in the half, Warriors get the ball back as Holloway's about to check back in. And back out, Corliss Williamson Jr.
Watching this game, you're easily reminded that it's only December 2nd. These guys haven't had a whole lot of time to gel together as far as the season goes in real games. And by the time that they get time for state championships, silly little mistakes like that's not going to happen anymore.
All right, Warriors working perimeter. Zone time now for the Panthers. Blocker up top. Very patient Warrior team. They're not pressing the issue. If it's not there, they just aren't messing with it. Drive that time at the rim. Tip up and good. I believe that was Caden Nelson. Yeah, who got the tip. He missed the shot and got the tip. And he makes it 24-16. Oh, Cameron Smith. A lot of physicality inside as he gets the layup to go. And it's 24-18. 5:15 left to play here in the half. Rock Christian leading Duncanville by 6. Holloway, baseline 3, way long. Rebound into the hands of B.J. Davis-Ray. Davis-Ray driving, layup no good. We got a foul down on the ground. And let's see who from the Warriors got this one. Oh, that called charge on B.J. Davis-Ray. That's his second foul now. And we're going to have a timeout on the court. Looks like the Warriors want the timeout. Comes with 5:01 to play in the half, up by 6. We'll take a break as well. We're coming right back to Game Day.
Here at Local Habit Coffee Company, we are true coffee connoisseurs and the area's only third wave coffee shop. We are excited as football and fall rolls around to introduce this year's fall drink lineup. We have an all-organic homemade pumpkin spice latte, a delicious s'mores latte, and finally, a smoked maple bourbon cortado that can only be described as fall in a cup. No matter what your preference, you can get your dose of fall right here at Local Habit. We cannot wait to see you in one of our shops, and remember to go make something good happen.
All right, 5:01 to play in the first half. Chuck Zach and Zach Doty with you. Zach squared.
Absolutely.
Live from the Tigers Center as Duncanville and Little Rock Christian squaring off in the last game of the Red River Hoopfest, the 3rd annual. If you like good basketball, this has been the place to be this weekend. I just saw Arkansas High's coach just a second ago, frustrated about the fact his team went 0 for 18 from behind the arc in the last game against Texas High. Shot up, no good. Andrews gets his own rebound, turns in the lane, and gets it to go anyway. He's just a beast inside. 9 now for J.J. Andrews. 26-18. Hunt trying to contain the dribble. Gets rid of it to Edwards. Pick from Cook. Edwards weaves his way, kicks it back out to Black. around lefty three, Hunt. No good. Got a second chance at it. Nothing going there. Oh, nice push that time. Yeah, that's certainly a push. Cameron Smith's got his hands up like, no, that wasn't me, but there was no question that he pushed 15, Caden Nelson, to the ground. That's foul number 2 on Cameron Smith, who's going to come out. Number 11 back in. We said earlier we didn't have a name. We got Joseph Brooks for it now. He's in there for Duncanville. Warriors cross the timeline. 4 minutes left to play in the half as we're halfway through quarter number 2. Cross court skip. Wesley. Blocker, deep three, lined it up, no good. 2 Warriors, 2 Panthers battling for it. Last touch by Edwards out of bounds. It'll remain Little Rock Christian ball with 3:52 to play in the half. Blocker to inbound, trying to go inside. Andrews can't get the ball to go in, but it looks like a foul inside. And it is. It'll be on Duncanville as Anthony Cook picks up his first foul. Warriors inbound it deep to Holloway. Catch and shoot three. A little long off the back of the rim. And the Panthers are on the run, down by 8. Beckham Black. Shot on the way. Brooks, no good. Rebound. Ripped down by Nelson. Into the lane, Wesley. Tried to go around the defender and got a little bit of a hip. And that'll be a foul on Beckham Black. That's his second.
Mixture of a hip and a little bit of a reach in there on Beckham Black.
Mitchell Morris about to check in now for Little Rock Christian. Morris 6'3". Coming in for Holloway. 3:32 to play, first half. Andrews in the backcourt, trying to lose Cook. Kick over to Blocker. First shot in the game, no good for Mitchell Morris. Rebound, however, for the Warriors. Can't get that to go. Morris tried to save it. He stepped out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball with 3:18 left to play in the half. Looks like B.J. Davis Ray's about to check back in as Chris Hunt goes out. David Peavy trying to figure out what works right now. His team only 18 points in the first 11 minutes of this game. 3-point shot, that one's good. Deep three for Joseph Brooks. Brooks has his first points of the game. 26-21. Blocker trying to back down Davis Ray. Reverse layup, no good. Davis Ray with the rebound. Man advantage, Panthers. Edwards, kick out, open three, Brooks. Baseline, no good. Tip and follow by Cook, good. 26-23. Panthers clawing back into this thing. They were down by as many as 8. They've got it down to 3. 2.5 left to play in the half. Andrews, kick to Williamson. His shot good. First points for Corliss Williamson Jr. They put up a 3 for that. They're going to have a violation on Duncanville. I thought that was a 2, but apparently they've still got it up there as a 3. So apparently that was a 3 for Williamson, not a 2. We'll see if they change that, but 29-23 is the score. All right, Warriors, after the turnover, have 2:10 left on the clock here in the half. Wesley to Blocker. Gets it back, throws up his 3. That one off the mark. Rebound and put back, no good, and another foul. As that time, Cameron Hicks got fouled.
Definitely appears that Duncanville stepped up their defensive game, and that's really what's helped them climb back into this game. 6-point deficit now, but I mean, they've cut it down to 3 at one point, and definitely able to strike back here quick with their talent.
Hicks with the free throw. He's got 3. That foul, by the way, was on B.J. Davis Ray. That's his 3rd, so he goes to the bench with the last 2 minutes of the half. Their number 2 scorer with 3 fouls. second free throw. I've seen more lefty free throw shooters in this game than I think I've seen in a year. 31-23 the score. Cook with it. They'll weave a little bit. Brooks, Beckham Black. Cook for three. No good. Great box out, but nobody there to secure the rebound, and Duncanville gets it back. Well, that's a deep look. I was saying, if Edwards takes that one, that's NBA and beyond. Instead, he just drives and rolls that up and in. He's got 10 now. Back to a 6-point game, 31-25, 1:25 left to play. Half number one. Andrews, Wesley. Back around to Andrews. Behind the back, into the lane, little contact, floater up and good. 11 for Andrews. Here we go the other way. Edwards to Black, his three good. Beckham Black with his first basket of the game. A 33-28 ball game with under 50 seconds left. Wesley, Andrews, corner, nothing doing there for Williamson. They'll work it around the other corner. That's Hicks with it. Back up top to Wesley. Williamson, they're just going to work off the clock. 35 seconds left in the half. Little Rock Christian's content to hold on to it. They've got the lead. They're going to hold the lead going into the locker room. 22 seconds left. Coach Pennington talking over to Jamil Wesley. Here's what I want. Don't want you to go yet. Don't want you to go yet. He's going to tell him when. 10 seconds. Now go. 7 seconds. Drive. Andrews hangs. Bank. Oh, the follow and the flush by Blocker. And that's going to take us to the half. 35-28. Landron Blocker only had 4 points and a half, but the last two make an impression as the Warriors take a 7-point lead to the locker room. We'll take a timeout. We'll come right back for the last half of this tournament here on Texarkana Game Day.
We are excited to announce here at Texarkana Emergency Center and Hospital that we have expanded our capabilities to better serve our community. As a hospital, we have the capability for inpatient services. After your outstanding emergency care, we can smoothly transition you into one of our new inpatient rooms that have telemetry monitors in every room to continue your concierge medicine care. While our patients continue receiving their care in their inpatient suites, we also make sure that your loved ones are taken care of with our outstanding facilities. Our added services include a procedure room and also the capability of MRIs. With our imaging, we are able to offer outpatient, inpatient, and emergency room, MRI, CT, ultrasound, and X-ray. We are honored by your support and look forward to serving all your future medical needs.
Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, or maybe a new or pre-owned boat or RV, care for a car wash, had a fender bender, or you need service on your vehicle, boat, or RV, we have it all when you let us exceed your expectations at Greg Orr Auto, Marine, and RV in Shreveport, Texarkana, and Ashdown. Shop hassle-free and always be treated like family while choosing from our sensational selection. In Shreveport, visit Orr Acura, or BMW, or Cadillac, or Infiniti, and the Greg Orr Pre-Owned Supercenter. In Texarkana, Mercedes-Benz of Texarkana, Classic Buick GMC, Classic Cadillac, Classic Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Classic Kia, Classic Mazda, Classic Pre-Owned, The Classic Car Wash, Greg Orr Marine and RV, Greg Orr Collision, and Classic Chevrolet in Ashdown. Or visit GregOrAuto.com.
All righty, we're getting ready for half number 2. How about some stats from the first half for Duncanville, which is trailing 35-28. They shot 11 of 27 from the field, 41%. Just 3 of 15 from behind the arc, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. They had 20 rebounds, 7 assists, 9 turnovers, and 1 steal. On the other side, for Little Rock Christian, they were 14 of 37, hitting about 38% of their shots, 4 of 15 from behind the arc, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. They've gotten out-rebounded by 1, 20-19. 6 assists, 5 turnovers, 1 block, and 2 steals for the Warriors. Leading scorers in the first half, Caden Edwards led the Panthers with 10. J.J. Andrews had 9. Jamil Wesley had 8 for the Warriors. Well, an entertaining first half. Duncanville had a little bit of struggle getting going. Not outscored 18-11 in the first quarter, but the two teams each hit 17 points in the second quarter, and that's why we've got this 7-point lead. Kids from Duncanville played at a tournament here not too long ago, Thanksgiving Hoopfest, where they played Link Academy from Missouri and Mount Verde Academy, number 3 team in the state of Florida, who actually blew them out. Duncanville still trying to get some of these young kids integrated into their offense early on. All right, we start Little Rock Christian with the basketball, and how about a bucket and a chance for more? J.J. Andrews, who started the second half kind of like the first half. And we got a foul that was called on Anthony Cook. That's his second. Starters for the Warriors back out on the court. It looks like for the most part, yeah, I see all of them out there. It's Andrews, Landon Blocker, Jamil Wesley, Corliss Williamson, and Caden Nelson. On the other side for Duncanville, Beckham Black, B.J. Davis-Ray, Caden Edwards, Jareen Mitchell, and Anthony Cook. The starters for each group return to start the second half. 9-point lead, shot on the way. That's good by B.J. Davis-Ray. Davis-Ray with 8 points now. He's got foul trouble, though. He's got 3 fouls. He's the only player on either team with serious foul trouble. Blocker with a long 3. That rattles around no good, but for the putback, Nelson, he can't make him. Blocker, oh! Blocker, who threw one down to end the first half, gets that one to go down, and it's a 9-point lead now. And make it back down to 7 as Jareen Mitchell gets his first basket of the game. Tell you what, Blocker is a high flyer, no question about it. He had 32 in the state championship game over Blytheville last spring. Wesley with the basketball. Around Edwards, rises up, shot good. Over the bigger player. A good bucket by Jamil Wesley, who's got 10 now. 41-32. Beckham Black, 2-point shot. That one straight on, no good. Andrews had the rebound. Cook fighting him for it. We're waiting for a signal from an official. Warriors said it was their ball. Panthers said it was their ball. Guy with stripes on didn't say anything. He's going to decide it's Duncanville ball. And Duncanville's about to rush a guy onto the court. Number 20 is Anaje McMillan. Anaje McMillan stepping out there as, I think it was Cook, they sat down. They're still cleaning up the spot. They didn't have a long halftime, about 10 minutes. And they were supposed to have entertainment here, but apparently the entertainer's flight got...
Yeah, I heard it was Beyonce.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's what you heard.
That's what he said, man.
Wow.
You're really missing out here tonight.
Man.
Queen bee herself, you know.
Wow. All right. If I'd have known that, I'd have dressed up even better. But now, since she didn't show up anyway, I guess I'm okay.
Yeah.
41-32 is our score right now as they're getting the floor dried off so nobody gets hurt out here. Beckham Black to inbound it. And right under the basket, we've got a bucket and a chance for the three-point play as B.J. Davis-Ray now has 10. Foul is Landon Blocker's second foul.
And keep it Davis Ray in right now with 3 fouls is a little dangerous, but comes in and makes a big bucket for his team and proves why he needs to be out there for the Duncanville Panthers squad.
Yeah, they need the 6'7" size, no question. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Beckham Black. Back out to B.J. Davis Ray, to Black. Fakes the pass, fakes another one, then does, and almost turns it away. Mitchell saves that possession. Black's going to reset the offense. Edwards thought about a three. Well, they're thinking about him. They just aren't pulling the trigger. They've had 2 or 3 chances, and it passed them all by, and Black has the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Duncanville ball with 6 minutes left in the third. 41-34. Black to inbound it. Just a 9th grader. But how about from a basketball family? Edwards with a bank, no good. Ball tipped by Wesley back into his hands. Edwards looking for help. It's up top. Davis Ray around blocker, drives hard, layup good. 12 for B.J. Davis Ray now. Back to a 5-point game. Duncanville, I don't know if they led in this game at all.
No, they haven't. It's all been Little Rock Christian.
Blocker Leaner gets fouled. Impressive. He's got some moments of just being wow. Well, I say that. Let's see. Okay, here we go. They're going to actually give the foul now. A long delay on what's happening there. 8 points for Blocker, and Davis Ray, as you just mentioned, risky keeping him out there, just got his 4th foul. The Warriors going to get everybody off the line for the and one. Landron Blocker's free throw good. So 9 now for Blocker. He's got 5 here in the second half. 8-point lead again for Little Rock Christian. Mitchell spins, underhand, no good. Good block out by Blocker. So he's keeping Cam Smith away. Number 4 just came back into the game. Jumping out McMillan. And we've got a foul called again. I think it was maybe Cam Smith being called for a hold inside. It is. And that is Cameron Smith's 3rd foul. This 2-day tournament began yesterday. I take that back. Little Rock Christian actually played Lufkin yesterday and beat them. Shot by Wesley, rattles out, no good. Boy, flying in Blocker and gets knocked to the ground again. He may foul out the entire team. Beckham Black just got his 3rd foul. But Davis Ray's got 4. Cameron Smith's got 3. Beckham Black's got 3. And Little Rock Christian's starting to live at the free throw line where Blocker hits the first.
They're really taking advantage of the youth aspect on Duncanville's squad. A very young team, and kind of making some silly mistakes there and just kind of overpowering them and capitalizing on every way that they can. Cameron
Hicks checks into the game. Caden Nelson out. Both free throws good. 46-36, under 5 to play in the third. Duncanville's got to get going. Shot on the way from Smith. That's how you do it. 3-pointer for Cameron Smith for his first bucket of the second half. He's got 5. 46-39. 4:40 left to play in the third. Hicks, Wesley. Up top, Blocker. Holloway getting up to come in. Blocker's wanting some room. He wants to work on Smith. Gets rid of it to Corliss Williamson Jr. Now Wesley with Beckham Black on him. Wesley just uses the body, and we're going to get a blocking call on Beckham Black, and that's going to be his 4th.
Yeah, it kind of just went underneath him there as he tries to go up and drives and comes down hard, but looks to be all right.
Well, his problem is he's dealing with a little bit bigger, a little bit more physically mature player. Beckham Black, at the moment, really skilled, but just that kind of stuff, that physicality, when you put him on a guard who can post him up like that or start putting him back into the lane, that's going to be problems for Black. Free throw good for Wesley. He's got 11. So now you've got 2 Panthers with 4 fouls each, and Black's going to have to come out of the game. Anthony Cook comes back in, so does Joseph Brooks. Second free throw, that one's good. 12 now for Jamil Wesley. One guy that's been quiet, Cameron Edwards. And a very impressive first half. Smith trying to put up another three. That one no good. Josh Holloway just came in with the rebound. Under 4 to play in the third. 48-39. Warriors blocker getting pushed by Cook, and that's going to be another foul on Duncanville. And Anthony Cook looks like he can't believe it, but it was a pretty obvious foul.
Just can't handle it inside so far, it seems like. Every time that Little Rock tries to go inside, they catch them with their hand in the cookie jar, it seems like, and get a foul.
Blocker with another free throw. It's 4 now in this quarter. Out will go Joseph Brooks. In Gary Jones for the first time, wearing number 10. Panthers going deeper into their bench with the foul issues, trying to get through this third quarter. Another free throw. That's 5 in a row for Landon Blocker. Lead is 11 again, 50-39. Edwards for a deep three. Rattled around, no good. Cook with the rebound. Turnaround, lefty, no good. Boy, one-handed rebound by J.J. Andrews, who got tripped by his own teammate. Blocker caught him up accidentally from behind. Referees want the coaches off the court. We got coaches from both sides got out onto the court. Somebody's going to have to take a timeout, and finally one of them do. I believe it may be Duncanville took a timeout. Comes with 3:32 left to play in the third. 11-point lead for the Warriors. We'll take a timeout as well. Right back here on Game Day.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
.32 left to play in the third. Tell you what, it looks already, you mentioned this is early December, and these teams will be better when they get obviously deeper into the season. Little Rock Christian looks already primed to be a team to have to contend with in Arkansas. Three-point shot, no good from J.J. Andrews, who's been a little quiet this half. Into the front court. Hunt, drive and left-handed shot from Chris Hunt. He's got 4. 3 minutes left in the third. 9-point lead for the Warriors. Williamson leaves the ball up top for Andrews. Andrews spins, Edwards on him. Good defense that time to deny the basket. Back to Williamson as the Warriors reset things. Holloway, Williamson. Again, just a little time-consuming weave here as they work their offense. Blocker. Looked like he carried. Yep, sure enough. He'll slam it down to the end, but he got called for carrying back at the top of the key, and that's not going to count with 2:28 left.
And that starts with good defense from Duncanville. Amazing defense there, just keeping them in front of them and making them work for it. And ends up with their ball, and they got a chance to cut the lead even more.
When they stop being aggressive, they have problems. Warriors now watch Edwards driving. He's going to get called for a charge. That's his first foul. And I know Coach Pennington is looking at what different things can we do, and can we milk the clock down a little bit here with 3 minutes left to play in the quarter, but they're better when they're aggressive and going to the basket. And again, we've got a wet spot on the floor after Caden Edwards ran over one of the Warriors. That's foul number 1 on him. By the way, foul situation in this third quarter. 5 called on Duncanville, just 1 on Little Rock Christian. This is going to start to look like a PG Carthage game at the foul disparity.
Don't get him riled up, Mr. Stack.
You do what you do. Williamson for 3, got it. Corliss Williamson Jr. with his second 3 of the game. He's got 6 now. Hicks looked like he almost traveled, or Smith rather, looked like he traveled. Edwards rises up, his 2 no good. Ball tipped high, Cook comes down with it, and then it's tied up, and they have a foul call on Wesley. And we do, that's foul number 1 on Jamil Wesley. By the way, if you're a football fan, the Bulldogs of Carthage had a 29-game winning streak, I believe it was, ended by Gilmer last night as the Buckeyes move into the state semifinals.
It was something for sure. I mean, it ends up being a turnover to give Gilmer the ball back. They can just run out the clock and call it a game. They end up scoring a touchdown and have an 8-point lead. Carthage marches down, ties it to go to overtime, and it was just a mess.
And then they lose in overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Gilmer kicks a field goal, and Carthage fumbles the ball. Now, apparently we had a technical foul called on the last foul, and so a couple of free throws for Caden Edwards. And the ball will stay in Duncanville's possession, 53-43. 2 free throws for Edwards gives him 12 for the game now, 12 points. Edwards right in front of us to inbound it into the backcourt. That's Joseph Brooks with it. Edwards comes all the way around to get it. He's the one offensive guy they've got out there right now, and he can't score. Holloway gets the rebound. He really is their best scoring option most of the time, but with this unit out, he really is maybe the only true scoring option. Wesley with it. Edwards picking him up. A little different than going against Beckham Black. Good defense by Edwards. Shot doesn't go down. Rebound by Hunt, and then he can't control it. Andrews hangs, banks, good. Andrews with 13. Leads back to a dozen. Hunt gonna drive. Blocked but fouled from behind by Caden Nelson. And going to the free throw line will be Chris Hunt.
Fouls are starting to even themselves back up now. 4 for Little Rock Christian.
Well, I think if you're the Duncanville coaches, you point that out at that timeout where it was 5-1. How's this 5-1? Hunt hits the first to make it back to an 11-point game. 1:02 left to play in the third. That can kind of slow down a little bit here in the second half with all the fouls. Not unlike the Arkansas High, Texas High game that preceded this one. Texas High with the win in that one. Second free throw, no good by Hunt. Ball tipped out of bounds, last touch by the Warriors as J.J. Andrews couldn't control it. So one of the 2 free throws, and with 1:01, ball will stay on this end of the court for Duncanville. Holloway checking in as Blocker goes out with 1 minute left. Blocker playing with 2 fouls. They're going to at least preserve him on the defensive end. Inbound to Edwards. Williamson on him. Drive, shot no good. Rebound tipped out to Cook. To Hunt, Smith, Edwards can't control it. Goes a little hot and over his head through his hands and out of bounds with 51 seconds left. And Blocker right back in. Holloway out now. Playing a little offensive, defensive substitutions at the end of the quarter. Wesley veers off to the right, picks up his dribble. Williamson to Andrews behind the back, trying to lose the defender. Jones hangs, banks it again. He's just too strong. Andrews just too strong. They haven't put a defender on him yet who's strong enough to deal with him. Hunt for Cook. Cook driving, spins in the lane. His shot wild, misses it, no good. Rebound by Nelson, 18 seconds. The Warriors again going to walk the ball down to the court, to the front of the court with 13-point lead and 10 seconds left to play in the third. Blocker. Double team coming, gonna have to get rid of it. Splits the double team. Nelson will throw up a three. At the buzzer, no good. Would have counted if it had gone, but instead, it's 57-44 as we're through 3 quarters. We'll take a break. The last quarter of the tournament coming up next here on Game Day.
Texar is a community-first credit union which has served members in and around the Texarkana area since 1951.
Having 3 offices and employing almost 100 people, today Texar serves citizens of Cass, Bowie, Little River, Miller, Red River, and Lamar counties.
Through the years, we've had many different names.
From our humble beginnings as Bowie County Teachers Credit Union to where we are today.
We are honored to offer our members quality service with exceptional products.
We also take pride in staying one step ahead when it comes to introducing the latest and greatest in banking technology.
From personal to commercial banking.
And turning houses into homes.
We believe in banking made easy.
To make life easier for you.
We welcome you back. Quarter number 4, the last quarter of the 3rd annual Red River Hoopfest. Duncanville High School from Dallas taking on Little Rock Christian. So far it's been the Warriors with the advantage. First shot by Edwards here in the 4th quarter, no good. The Warriors up 57-44 with the ball. That is Jamil Wesley, picked up by Caden Edwards. Corliss Williamson, handoff. Andrews misses, blocker for the putback, up and good. That combination with 35 points between them. Shot BJ Davis-Ray, who's back in. His 3 no good. Cook with the rebound. Lost control coming down. Out ahead to blocker. He'll go up and windmill it in. 20 for Landron Blocker, and the route is on. 61-44. Bad pass out of bounds by Beckham Black. And the Warriors will take it back now with 7:03 left to play. Black gonna check out. Back in Chris Hunt as they switch out freshman guards. J.J. Andrews for Nelson to Williamson. And then to Wesley. Again, they'll weave about 20 or so, 30 seconds off the clock if they get the chance, and then they'll start their offense. Wesley from the free throw line hits that one. He's got 14. Well, I'll tell you what, those 3 guys, Andrews, Wesley, and Blocker now, have combined for 51 of the 63 points. There's a tip-in by B.J. Davis-Ray for the bucket. Actually, they're going to give it to Cook, excuse me. He's got 4 now. And another dunk from Andrews. And right now the Warriors are just having fun out there. 65-46, 19 for J.J. Andrews. It's too big and too physical. 3-pointer, that one good, B.J. Davis-Ray. And that'll get a timeout on the court with 6:03 to play in the game. 65-49, Little Rock Christian with the lead. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. Well, it's been all Little Rock Christian really from the get-go. They've just been the better team, it's looked like, since we got out here today. They took an 18-11 lead after the first quarter. They led by 7 at halftime. They're up by 16 now as we're under 6 minutes left to play. Yeah, we're seeing some folks, I think, from the Dallas area have had enough. As some of them are heading to the cars early. We were told Anthony Dorsett was here. I don't know if that was true or not.
I doubt it.
No, really?
Judging by our intel that Beyonce was supposed to be our halftime show as well.
That could be.
might be a faulty source.
That's really a weird. Who says Tony Dorsett though? That's not like you're saying, hey, Dak's here. Old guys would know Dorsett, and we're going to have a travel that time on Landrum Blocker. Good defense by the Panthers, holding their grounds and forcing the pivot foot to get lifted up. All right, front court for B.J. Davis-Ray. Hunt rises up, line drive two-pointer, no good. Wesley with the rebound. He's got Nelson to his right. Instead, he goes Williamson to his left. Three-pointer, good. Boy, Corliss Williamson's making a living out of hitting threes from the baseline like that. That's 3 of them in the game as he's got 9. Edwards blows over and gets called for the charge after he plants Wesley on the ground. That is foul number 2 on Caden Edwards. Well, the scoring triple of numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the roster for Little Rock Christian has been a difference tonight. They lead this thing by 19 and don't look like they're about to stop yet. 2-point shot, long one, no good by Blocker. Edwards, he'll put up his own lefty 3. That one no good. Tip up, no good by Cook. Ball down on the ground, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds, last touched by Nelson, and the ball's going to belong to Duncanville, but Anthony Cook, unfortunately, stays down on the ground as he got banged up. And I'm not sure if it's his left elbow. He may have come down and hit that left elbow on that hardwood floor, and the question becomes, did you hit a funny bone and it just everything feels terrible, or did you actually bruise that elbow?
If I had to guess, it's the funny bone, and it becomes not very funny real quick.
Yeah. So we get a looks like a timeout on the court. 4:48 left to play in this game. What's up next for game day, Mr. Doty?
Just basketball. I mean, we finish out a few things in December. A big thing that I do want to remind people of, and we'll make sure to remind people of, is LaMichael James is getting inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame next Tuesday.
Excellent.
And so we want to do something special for him and kind of make sure that that's known. Also, another Texarkana native, football-wise, Nick Martin broke the single-season tackle record at Oklahoma State today.
They did not have a great day, but he had a great year.
He had a great year with a game to go as well. And so good things for him. And then the rest goes, just looking forward to basketball season. We got ranked teams in the Hooks Hornets, both boys and girls. There's some dangerous teams with good coaching. And then I'd be excited to see Atlanta as well in basketball. Aiden Boston is going to make his name known for sure coming into his junior campaign.
Well, between that and the Falk girls that you saw today,
Falk,
that's certainly got a chance for some postseason teams here in the Texarkana area.
Yeah, and then, of course, I mean, a little bit farther away, but Dangerfield making a real big push at that state championship in 3A Division II, and so we'll look to be continuing with them. And then I want to give a shout-out to the Prescott Curly Wolves as well. They're going to the 3A state championship next Saturday. So,
charge called by J.J. Andrews. That's his 3rd foul as we're coming up on the 4:10 mark left here in this one. Caden Edwards drives, has it taken away. Wesley with it. They're asking Caden Edwards to do an awful lot. And you kind of see him being a little fatigued. You mentioned it. Maybe the Panthers are running out of gas. Edwards is a guy who's played, feels like every minute of this game. Blocker with another bucket now. He's filling up the stat sheet. He's got 22 to lead everybody. And we're going to have another timeout with 3:50 left to play. This one's going to be, again, a 30-second timeout, so a short timeout. We're going to stay here. All right.
Why not, you know?
All right. I'm fine with that.
Why not?
I think the Warriors probably are in a place with a 21-point lead and under 4 minutes left to play, probably to empty the bench here pretty quick. I know the stands are starting to do the same kind of thing. People have recognized that it's probably going to be unlikely for Duncanville to make much of a run down 21 with less than 4 minutes left to play.
Duncanville the past 2 years has played a very tough team in the Red River Hoopfest. Last year, they played Stefan Castle. His team, he's now a UConn commit and go in and making big strides out there. He's unfortunately injured right now, but they've come out and faced some hard teams. And we've always talked about it as far as football goes of your preseason, getting ready for district and getting ready for all those sort of things of a preseason schedule and making sure that you're facing tough opponents because it's going to get tough down the line and you want your players to be ready.
Almost an impressive steal by Andrews, who was, I'm sure, thinking about what he was going to do on the breakaway dunk. Instead, it knocked out of bounds, and so the Panthers will take it back. Hunt with it. Almost that. There it is. Nelson with the steal, being hounded, and still gets the layup to go. Caden Nelson with his first bucket of the second half. He's got 4. We're down to 3.5 left to play in this one. We will not dilly-dally at the end of this. We'll sign it off quickly. Hunt with a long miss. Gary Jones with a bucket and a chance for the three-point play. That is going to be Corliss Williamson Jr. picking up the foul. That's his first time he's been hit with a foul today. And another lefty to the free throw line as Jones hits the free throw. (72-52) coming up on 3 minutes left to play. Blocker around Smith, drives. Oh my goodness! Holy cow, there's your highlight of the tournament. Chance for a three-point answer. B.J. Davis-Ray for 3. Lids off now. It's a little more playgroundy time. What can you make happen? Andrews trying to go and had the ball knocked away. Instead, he flushes one with 2 hands. 76-55, 21 now for Andrews. Edwards misses. Ball tipped up on the rim, and that's going to be no basket. As hanging onto the rim, at least temporarily, was B.J. Davis-Ray. And they'll wave off the bucket on that, and it's going to be offensive goaltending, if you will. Little Rock Christian will take the basketball. 24 for Landon Blocker, 21 for J.J. Andrews, 14 for Jamil Wesley. 59 of the 76 are those 3 guys. On the other side, 18 for B.J. Davis-Ray, 12 for Caden Edwards. I believe they're the only 2 guys in double figures for Duncanville. Yeah, they're conferring and now deciding no basket since there was an offensive guy who was in contact with the rim. There's no way they're going to let that happen. And Coach Pennington argued his case, and the official agreed. And Coach Peavy's like, "Are you sure?" I think there's a little sarcasm going on between the coach and the referees, but okay. 2:21 left. Andrews still out there. That's Wesley. Picked up on the far side of the court by B.J. Davis-Ray. Blocker. Cameron Smith on him. Blocker around him. Stops, starts, stops again, and then a little too many dribbles, lost it out of bounds with 2 minutes exactly left in the game. Told you earlier, Blocker was had 32 in the state championship. He was the MVP of the Arkansas 4A state championship tournament last spring. That's been a really good tournament for the Warriors. Games against Lufkin and Duncanville, they showed they can hang. B.J. Davis-Ray with another bucket. He's got 20 for the Panthers, who now are going a little more aggressive full court pressure with under 2 minutes and trailing by 19. Warriors break that. Wesley up high. Blocker. Boy, Blocker again couldn't quite secure the ball. He was getting himself lined up to put down another one. Have you seen the young lady on the YouTube or TikTok videos? It's the volleyball player. Gets like extreme height.
I haven't.
You need to look at this because what she does on her launch is about what Blocker was about to do. The way he had his legs set to take off. She's incredible. I can't remember her name, but she is flying above the net.
Yeah, you could read right there that he was wanting to slam it down. Just couldn't. Eyes got bigger than his head, unfortunately.
Well, he just didn't secure it.
Yeah.
It's like a receiver that wants to run before he catches it. And there's the ball behind you. Thanks. You were giving me an update. Florida State still leading in the ACC championship?
It was 10-6. I will check again.
A high-flying affair.
Absolutely. I mean, when you're on your third-string quarterback with a great defense.
Yeah.
10-6 is still with 3:21 left in the fourth.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, let me check the
three-pointer. That one good by Edwards. This Caden Edwards now has 15.
Michigan's winning 23-0.
Now that's about Iowa's offensive production. Oh, that's about right.
Iowa's team total over was 0.5 for this game.
You laugh, but you're probably not even exaggerating. 76-60, Duncanville with a minute 10 left. BJ Davis-Ray, a lot of contact with Andrews and banks it in. You'll be seeing both those guys playing someplace on Saturdays.
Absolutely.
Or Tuesdays or Thursdays or whenever college basketball games are going to play. Both of those guys are going to be playing at the next level. Wesley being guarded by Gary Jones. 45 seconds. You're going to get a 5-second call. Didn't advance the ball. Didn't give the ball up. And there's your turnover for 5 seconds. And Coach Penning's wanting to know, what are we doing here? Still coaching. 14-point lead with 41 seconds. Jones driving, leaves it inside. Layup up and good for Chris Hunt. Hunt's got 5. Boy, if Duncanville had used any of this pressure early on, this may have been a totally different game. I don't know if they had the horses to do it for a full game. But the pressure is starting to bother Little Rock Christian. Now, granted, you got a 12-point lead, and you're under 30 seconds left to play, but they're very, very aggressive with the pressure right now, and you kind of look at that going, I wonder why we didn't do that about 7-8 minutes ago.
Yeah, I think it all comes back to fouls. I mean, your guys got in foul trouble early, and they're worn down. You can't wear them down even more doing full-court presses and doing more things to have to stick these guys in foul trouble back out on the court.
Well, that's true. Although one of them out there has been playing with 4 fouls, B.J. Davis-Ray.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he has 22, so, I mean.
Yeah, he's the offense.
He's been the guy kind of carrying you, and you're the guy that you're relying on him as a spark.
Good work for both these teams to work on the press and breaking the press at high level like this. This is obviously a pretty aggressive press on the inbound. Christian gets it past that to Nelson. Nelson stripped away by Edwards. On the run, Mitchell, far side, 3 shot on the way, front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Andrews, who's going to get fouled with 10 seconds left to play. And that foul will belong to Mitchell. That's Jaron Mitchell's second foul.
It's now 13-6. 3:13 left to play.
Here's the inbound. They'll get it to Andrews, who will roll it to Wesley into the front court. 5 seconds. He had a chance. Well, I'll tell you what, both of his 2 guys, Nelson and Blocker, were thinking one more dunk, and they decided against it. Williamson holds on to the ball, and that will end it. 76-64 the final. Impressive performance from Little Rock Christian.
Very impressive. We didn't quite know what to expect from them, but they really came in and showed out and proved that they're going to be a state caliber team for sure.
All right, well, for Zach Doty, I'm Chuck Zach. You've been watching the Red River Hoopfest here from Tiger Center on the campus of Texas High. Appreciate you being part of our presentation tonight. And for the entire crew, we say so long, everybody.